Up goes our curtain as the Lux Radio Theatre presents Captain Blood with Errol, Flynn, Olivia de Havilland, Basil Rathbone, Henry Stevenson, and Donald Crisp. And here they are. England in the year 1685. When James II ascended the throne, many of the common people of England rose in angry protest, only to be beaten into submission by the king's soldiers. Those rebels who survived the royal butchery were led to another certain death, a trial by a jury in Taunton Castle. We're in the great hall of the castle now. Among the 5 prisoners on trial is Peter Blood, a young Irish physician.
Having no fear of God in your hearts, and being moved and seduced by the devil, you have stirred up war to depose said king. Therefore, you are here to be tried before a jury of your peers. The clerk will call the prisoners.
Jeremy Pitt.
Yeah.
Hold up your hand. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
John Wolverstone. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Uriah Ogle. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, praise be to God.
Henry Hagthorpe. Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Peter Blood. Guilty or not guilty?
It's entirely innocent I am.
Are you guilty or not guilty? You must say the right words.
Words, is it? Speaking of words, I'd like to say a few about the injustice of keeping an innocent man locked up for 3 months in such filth and heat and ill feeding that my chief regret is I did not try to pull down the filthy fellow that sits on the throne.
Silence. Are you entirely ignorant of the proper procedure in court?
I'm most happily ignorant up to now, and I could gladly have done without this acquaintance.
Peter Blood, you were taken into custody at the same time as the other 4 prisoners. You were in their company on the night of the rebellion at Monmouth. Is that true?
Yes, my lord.
Then there is nothing more to be said except the passing of sentence.
May it please your lordship, but there's a deal more to be said. I'm guilty of nothing, your lordship, unless it's adjudged a crime that a physician tried to save a man's life.
What's this? Do you tell us you're a doctor, you rogue?
I do, my lord. I was summoned on that night to the side of a dying rebel. I went and was surprised there with the other prisoners.
A doctor? Where are your witnesses?
Jeremy Pitt, who summoned me.
Oh, Master Pitt will testify. He that is himself a confessed traitor. Is that your witness?
I can bring 100 from the town in which I live.
Have done with it. We have no time for all this. Gentlemen of the jury, inasmuch as Peter Blood has admitted aiding a traitor to your king, I hereby instruct you to return a verdict of guilty, that he may be justly punished for his treason.
So, justice has come to that, has it? A man's to be hanged now for doing his duty, huh?
You will not be hanged, Master Blood. His Majesty has graciously commanded that in the future, all convicted rebels are to be spared. They're to be sent to the colonies in the West Indies, to be sold as slaves. Clerk, have the prisoners removed. They will sail for the Indies within the fortnight.
Keep us in this hole like rats in a trap. They've no right, I say.
Be quiet, Jeremy Pitt. Keep a hold on yourself.
Then the Lord arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. Matthew chapter 8, verse 26. There'll be no calm upon this sea, Master Ogle, until we sight Port Royal. If ever we do sight it. Do you think we will, Peter Blood?
Aye, to our worst luck, Wolverstone. It's the sun that rages there, so I hear. Burns deep into a man's blood till the skin shrivels on his bones.
Oh, God. What has happened to us, Peter?
Oh, we're sweating the fields, Jeremy. First be bought and sold on the auction block like you'd haggle for a pig or a horse. Now count your teeth. Feel your muscles. Put a price on your head small enough to be an insult to a beast. Yes, it's a gay place, the auction block. A fine, gay place.
Line those slaves up there.
Why? Let him feel the whip. They'll move along fast enough. Well, shall we begin the sale, Governor Steele?
Oh, no, not yet. We're waiting for Colonel Bishop.
Colonel Bishop is here now, Governor Steele. Here comes his carriage.
Oh, yes. He's brought his niece, I see. Charming girl.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Colonel Bishop.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Arabella.
How is my darling, the governor, and his foot?
Every day I'm sure my gout can't get any worse, and every day it does.
Let's get on with the sale, Your Excellency.
No, of course. My dear Colonel, according to the King's request, it's for you to take first choice, and at your own price.
Egad, they're a weedy-looking lot. Not likely to be of much value on the plantation.
The less you want, the more for Mr. Dixon.
Dixon? Oh, Uncle, I wish you'd buy all the slaves.
Buy them all?
To keep them out of Dixon's hands. I've heard of those mines of his.
And what have you heard?
That they're wet, dark, evil holes. That men can't live there but die in agony of a horrible lung fever. You can't stand by and see men doomed to that, Uncle.
Arabella, don't be childish. They should have been hanged, drawn, and quartered. Any fate they meet is too good for them. Start the sale. Here's the best of the lot, Colonel Bishop. His name is Wolverson. Healthy and strong. Open your mouth. Good teeth. 15 pounds. Sold. Move along there. Next. Get up there, you. Here we are. Here's another good one, Bishop. Peter Blood. Looks healthy enough. Open your mouth.
Open yours and we'll compare them. I wager my gums are in finer shape.
Who is this bag of impertinence? Peter Blood, sir. A doctor he is. Stand over here. Now, open your mouth, you dog.
If there's a dog here, let him show you his teeth. I'll show mine only to bite.
There's a rebellious rascal, Arabella.
Good for him. He has pride, Governor.
Not so good for him, evidently. His pride will purchase him a ticket for Dixon's mine.
He isn't there yet. Auctioneer,
Miss Arabella?
let me speak to this prisoner.
Speak to a dog. Arabella, get back to the carriage.
Please, Uncle. Peter Blood. You're extremely foolish.
You overwhelm me, my lady.
It's fortunate for you that I'm here to save you.
If you mean by that lofty speech that you'll persuade him to buy me, I'd thank you not to interfere.
Would you? As it happens, you are hardly in a position to have anything to say about it. Uncle, will you buy him, please?
Him I will not. Let him cool his head in Dixon's mines. I'll have none of him.
Uncle.
I say no.
Very well.
Mr. Dixon, will you make a bid?
I'll give £5 for him.
£5. That's an insulting sum to offer.
Well, does anyone ever more?
I do. I'll give £6.
You clever me.
I'll give 8.
Arabella, you're making a spectacle of yourself.
Let me be.
£9.
£9. £9, Miss Arabella.
It's a big price to pay for such a skinny fellow, but £10.
Sold to Miss Arabella for £10. What do you wish done with him, Miss Arabella?
Oh, well,
Don't be hesitant, my lady. Speak up. You've paid for me.
I trust you've learned your lesson in appreciation. You may join my uncle's slave.
Thank you. Your very humble slave, my lady.
Arabella, get back to the carriage. Governor Steed will take you to the house.
Of course, of course. This way, Miss Arabella. Oh, blasty, bumpy roads. My foot's a bundle of fire.
What does the doctor say, Governor?
Say? He says nothing, of course.
Well, then why not try someone else?
Another doctor? There's only 2 in the whole blasted island, and each is worse than his partner.
There is another now.
Who?
Peter Blood?
Oh, a slave. Would you elevate a slave to be physician to the governor?
Well, why not? If he can help you, you can't tell. He may be very good.
Well, it might be worth a try. I'll have him come and treat me for a while. Why are you laughing?
I'm just thinking how annoyed Peter Blood would be if he knew I'd just done him another favor.